A lifelong dream to own a consignment shop was the impetus behind a family-friendly store in Reisterstown. Yolanda Vasquez has all the details in this week's Behind the Biz.
From hats to toys to games to clothing, even specialty items, cute little things like this tiny tux. You'll find everything and then some here at the Elephant's Trunk in Reisterstown. Joining me now to talk a little bit more about the space that she's created is Barbara Burdett, who is the owner. Barbara, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Yolanda. Thanks.
So let's talk a little bit more about the Elephant's Trunk. You specialize mostly on items for whom?
For children, from newborn to about middle school, and then we do carry a small line of ladies and men's.
So tell me a little bit about some of the things that you'll find in here, because you have it sectioned off by different rooms, and when you walk in, there's just a variety of things that people can purchase.
Yes, a variety and very organized. We have from equipment to shoes to dance, sports, cleats, to a lot of toys. American Girl is one of our favorites. We have a book section because I love books. And you'll even moms even find things here like Vera Bradley. You might find a Coach. Moms love some of the shoes they find for themselves. So a little bit of everything. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, pretty much. I found some things, in fact. So let's talk a little bit more about the consignment world, because you and I were talking. There's sort of like an opposite end of the spectrum. You're either a big consignor and love to shop at a place like this, or this is not so much for you. How do you deal with that as a business owner?
Well, one thing is I try to make my shop very warm and welcoming. I keep it very organized, and we have a high standard. We only want quality items in mint, almost new condition. So a lot of people who have never shopped consignment, they're leery of it because they think, well, it's used clothing. But no, it's in mint condition, and we attract them that way.
And you're very particular about your items. Talk to me about all the research that goes into even a tiny tux like this. You don't just price it just for on a whim. I mean, you're researching to make sure that you have a good price for your customers, right?
Absolutely. Every item, right down to the little jean skirt and the little pair of sandals, gets researched to the name brand. For example, if it's Gap, I go straight to the Gap website. We research it. We have a formula for each company name brand. And from there, you're at least paying half price or less. And for clothing, you're paying a third or less here at our store. And a lot of times, things are still brand new.
Isn't that something? Yeah, you see tags on a lot of the items here. Now, if you're a consignor, how do you go about deciding what items? Because you said a lot of people say you're picky about what you allow in your store, but that's a good thing, I guess.
It is. Yes, I am very picky, and it seems like every year as our consignor base grows, we get pickier because you have to be very selective. So as a consignor, you would want to pick quality name brands only. We don't take the lower-end name brands. So after quality name brands, you want to make sure it's in mint condition, no staining, no pilling, color washing out. And from there, then I re-inspect it. So what you think under your light at home is in mint condition, when I get it here under my trained eye, it may not be, because we want everyone that comes in to love what they find here.
You've built up this business quite spectacularly over the last few years. You said it was a dream of yours for a very long time to do consignment. How did it all come to be?
Yes, I dreamed about it and talked about it to my family for over 20 years. And it took me being laid off and at wit's end when I got wind of this store going out of business in 2010. And I approached the owner, and within 2 weeks, she was going to close the door. So I had 2 weeks to learn the business, and I've taken it from there. So I love it.
Yeah, you're very passionate about it just from speaking with you. And the response has been tremendous. I mean, you said what you love about what you do is that you touch so many people. I mean, you'll see pregnant moms come in here all the way through their kids being 6 or 7 years old. I mean, talk to me about the response of folks coming in here at the Elephant's Trunk.
Yeah, it's really neat. They've been coming here for almost 16 years, so we have 16-year-olds coming in now who've been here since they were born. It's really great. We hear it all the time, like, you're our favorite shop. Not just the moms, but the kids, too. Like, they have to have a shot at the doctors, and the mom convinces them to do it because, well, we'll go to the Elephant's Trunk afterwards. It's like a bonus. We have people who leave the area and continue to consign with us when they're hours away because it's the best experience they've ever had. We have 2 people in Texas, 2 different families who, when they come in for business, they have a list from the mom, and the fathers come in and they buy here because that's their favorite store.
Future plans, what do they include for you?
I would love to have 3 Elephant's Trunk stores throughout the Baltimore area where we can feed from each other. If I don't have a stroller in stock that I can call over and get it. Right now we do that with a local store, great friends of ours, and it's because we're here for the community. If you're coming into town and you need something, a stroller because you're going to the Maryland Zoo, we want to have that for you. So if I don't have it, I'm going to make a phone call and try to get that for you. So if I had 3 stores, I think I would be able to supply a lot and really reach out to the community and provide the need that we do for whether it's low-income family, which we have a lot of that come here, or we have a lot of people who come here and buy and ship to their families overseas. So it's really awesome, and I just love the children that come too. So.
Well, Barbara, it was an absolute pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for all that you do. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And if you'd like to find out more information about the Elephant's Trunk, just log on to our website at mpt.org and click on Your Money in Business. All right, Jeff, I had the tiny tux a second ago. Now I've got another little dress here that I picked up, this tiny tulle. Beautiful blue dress right here. This is a size 4T, right? Is that it? So this is something you can come in and check out if you happen to be in the Reisterstown area. And that'll wrap it up here from Reisterstown. Now back to you in the studio. Doesn't quite fit, I see.